So what's up guys, and welcome to this channel. I hope all are doing well. Okay, so let's jump into this video. So in this video I'm teaching you about what is how do you use this tar command and all. So tar command is basically used for archiving files or directory into a single file. You can just combine two files into one file or archive two files into a one file. That is how the tar command works. Let's do one thing. Let's start with using the tar command. Let's say that I'll remove this directories maybe. Okay, so there is two files called exit2.txt, exit.txt. Let me take that two files. So in this tar command you can't just use two files and one file to create what archive files. So you need to use some arguments. Okay, so the first argument will be c. So c is basically to create something, so to create a archive file. So next we will be using v, that will be verbose. Verbose is nothing but whatever you do, whatever the operations you do, it will just display it in the next line. Okay, the next one is using f. So f is basically if you're using files to create archive, then you need to use f. Okay, then first I'll select exit.txt, exit.txt, then exit2.txt, and then what I do I need to specify the file dot tar in the first, then I need to specify what and all the files should be archived. Okay, so if I do ls, you can find file dot tar, okay, in that particular in the current folder. Okay, so first you need to specify the file tar file, then you need to specify the files which are being archived. Okay, let's do another examples. That will be okay. So if let's me delete file tar. Okay, let's use tar, then we use c to create. We use z. Z is nothing for if you are creating gzip. Gzip is nothing but like a gun zip or something like that. So there is nothing that you need to use star command. There is many more command that gzip, bzip, like that. There is many things, but in this we are trying to create gzip. So we are using z. Okay, the next thing we are using verbose, then we are using file, and we are specifying that file dot tar, then gz, that will be gzip. So we are specifying what and all the files that should be archived. x.txt, 2.txt. okay, so these files, if I do ls, these two files will be archived and will be in this particular file, but then it will create another one layer that will be gzip. Okay, now let me delete this. Okay, now I'll use another one, that will be tar c, that will be for create, and j. As I told you before, if you need to create gzip, you need to use z. Okay, so if you need to create bzip2, that is another kind of command that is used to compress. Okay, so if you need to use that, you need to use z. So now I will use verbose and then file. Okay, so now what I need to specify is that file dot tar dot bz2. bz2 is nothing but when are you using bzip2. Okay, bzip2 is a command. Okay, then I need to specify a exit.txt, then I need to specify a exit.2txt. Now if I press ls, then you can see this file is being created. Now let me remove this file so that I can create any other files. Okay, now I'll go for the next this thing. Okay, so as I told you before, we created these files, right? We created using create v for verbose and f for file. So we specified file dot tar, then we took exit.txt and exit2.txt. Now we created a tar file, but how do you extract this file? How do you extract this? So for creating we use -c, for extracting we use -x. That's all. Tar -x and verbose and v. Verbose will display what action it is doing. Then we need to specify file name. Okay, so if you do ls, the both files are been extracted. So how do you see extracted? So if you delete this exit.txt and exit2.txt, let me delete this exit.txt and exit2.txt. then what I do, I will extract now, because you did not see the difference there. X for extract, v for verbose and c. Then I'll specify a file name. Now if you do ls, the both files are been extracted. So in the last time it has been overwritten. That is what that is why we could not see the changes. Okay, the next thing is that it is same thing. Okay, so if you create a bzip, or if you create a bzip2, you need to use x instead of c. So if you need to extract gzip, so you can use x, j, v and f. If you need to extract bzip2, you need to use x, z, v, f. vf. That's all. So that is what the extraction means. Okay, let's say that we have one file, file.tar. Let's say that I missed something, like I missed one file which is called redir.txt to be also be extracted, to be also be compressed into this file.tar. What do you do now? So for that we use R. We are not using create, we are not using C for create, we are using R, that will be for appending. Then we are using V for verbose and F for file. Then we are specifying which file to be used and which file to be argued. Okay, if I do ls, then you can see that this redir.txt is being compressed or combined with the file.tar. So okay, that is what they use. Let's say that how do you know that file.tar is been taken redir.txt? How do you check what and all files has been compressed or argued? Like for that you need to use tar command itself. Then you need to use t. T is basically it will list what and all the files are been argued inside a tar file. Okay, then you need to use V for verbose, then F for file, then you need to use file.tar. Then if you just press enter, you can see that there is 3 file which is being argued inside the file.tar. Okay, the next argument will be using okay, let's say that let's do ls, so that we'll come to know what and all the files are there. Let's remove this file.tar. Okay, let's say that you need to compress it still more. You need, like if you see that you are doing compression. Okay, you are doing compression, this compression is not enough, you need to compress still. Like if it is compressing in 20 MB, you need to still compress and you need to make it 10 MB, like that. Like I'm just giving an example like that. So if you need to compress it by level, okay, like 1 level will be like compressing to deeper, and 9 level, if you go for 9 levels, then it will be compressing still deeper, like still it will compress. So for that you need to use C for create, Z for what compressing level. So if you need to use Z, then if you are using Z, then you are specifying the compression level. Okay, so V for verbose, F for file, then what you are using file dot tar dot gz and exit dot txt, then exit 2.txt. okay, so if you do ls/l, you can see this file as like 332 bytes, something like that. It has been compressed. It has been compressed. Let me say that let me remove this. Let me show the size of that file. That will be 332. okay, now what I do, I will remove this file1.txt. No, I'll not remove this. I'll create another file. Let me use the same command. Okay, let me use the same command. Let's give me a 1 minute. C zvf, then file1 dot tar dot gz, then exit 1.txt, exit 2.txt. okay, now what I do, I will specify the I'll specify the levels. okay, now what I do, I'll use -z, then I'll specify it as 9. so what it does, it will compress or archive by levels. If I press enter, exit file status due to previous error, so cannot state no such file or directory. Okay, I did it wrong. This should be year, I guess. Yeah, that should be year. okay, -z z and 9. If I do here, existing file filters are due to the previous, cannot no such file or directory. What do you mean no such file or directory? exit.txt z. So it is nothing but you are compressing by levels. That is what the use of this -z, but maybe this OS is not supporting to do that, I guess. Maybe exiting file with failure status due to the previous error. Previous error cannot okay, let's do ls. okay, the file is already been created, right? Oh, okay, the file is already been created. We are just overwriting that file. Let me do one thing. Let me create one more new file, zvf, and file2 I'll create, then tar, then gz. So as you saw before that the file size was 332 bytes or something, kb or something like that. Okay, let's see how many bytes it will take. So I'm specifying z, then I'm specifying 9. That will be so compressible. Then exit.txt, exit 2.txt. if I press enter, the file2 does not exist. Okay, let's do ls. It's already exist, I guess. Yeah, see, this is the last, I guess. Let me do one thing. Let me use, instead of 9, let me use 1 with a file name 2, file name 3. Let me do ls now. Yeah, so this is the maximum, I guess. This is the maximum file size compression it can do, I guess. That is why it is not going down. Yeah, maybe it is the maximum, I guess. Okay, let's leave that and go for next one. That will be let's say that there is many tar files, right? Let me delete some tar files. It will be 3.txt, and that will be 2. Let me delete one more. That will be file1.txt. okay, let me have one file. Let's say that let me list it. What is inside tar? For listing, I told you need to use t, then v for verbose. I don't need verbose, I need just file, then file.txt. yeah, it has listed that there is 2 files, that is exit.txt, then exit2.txt. okay, so this is archived, right? So you need to see what what content is there inside that exit.txt. What do you do? Then there is one more that one more argument, not hyphen, that is called execute. Okay, so what I do, I use star, then I use C for C for create, then V for verbose, then F for file, then I'll specify the file file dot tar and file dot zgq, then exclude, sorry, so exclude specific, exclude what ex anti.txt. Maybe it's not supporting, I guess. That is what the use of execute is nothing but you can use exclude specific files or directory from the RQ by using exclude option. So exclude is nothing but execute, sorry, I'm really sorry, exclude is nothing but execute. It's what it will exclude something from that particular tar file. Okay, that is what the use of it. Then if you don't know how to use tar file, then you can use help. It will show many options. Then if you need to see who is the writer of this particular program, then it will be these two guys who wrote this program, tar program, or the tar file. Then you can see the version one, that will be 1.34. okay, so that is all, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for having that much patience to watch my video, and bye.